Hello folks, welcome back. We're playing some more chess. Lost a bit of rating, maybe 80 points, so I'll keep playing until I lose. I feel better. Sometimes you just don't have it. I feel like today, e4, I got it. c5, so I'm going to play c3. We get the Alapin, Sicilian. I think the only move here is d4. I think I want to play knight f3 in order to prepare d5 so the knight cannot go to e5. But then again, black could play e4, d5 I should say, and prevent me from doing it. So for that, by that rationale, I must play it first. I must play d5 first and refrain from going knight f3 first, and then we'll play it now and see how black wants to handle this. Okay, takes. I think let's evaluate this position. My queen has got out. None of black's pieces are developed. Do I want to close center here? Because if I take here, black can take with their bishop. So one thing to be considered here, here, checkmate? Yeah, that looks like a promising setup. So now we put the bishop on c4, just exerting long-term pressure on that square. And if knight f6, maybe bishop g5. But do I have anything else? Perhaps castles and rook d1, or bishop g5. I need to get my pieces out so my rooks are connected. That's the only issue with trying to go with something more aggressive. Also try to go here. That might encourage e5. So queen h3, e5. Then perhaps queen g3. Yeah, that seems fine. This pawn is attacked twice. I don't see a way for it to be defended other than being pushed. One of the two. Oh, I guess I did. I guess e5 was not possible because it prevents castling. Perhaps f4? I don't want to block the d file. So the most natural square to develop my knight, the best square would probably be knight d2, because c3 is the typical square, but it's blocked. So I'm going to go here first. Toss the ball into black's court. And maybe try to set up something like this, but I guess the knight just, or the rook has f2. f7 I should say. So am I worried about this? I can probably go here. So more to the point is probably rook d1. Just putting pressure in case I move my queen. Something like that. The problem with queen g3 is that black has the move. Knight h5, hitting my queen and defending this court simultaneously, and revealing an attack at the bishop. So, what about taking out the knight first for the bishop, then going here? Because then I'll have pressure on this h7 square with my queen bishop. All I have to do is push the pawn. It could actually be worth it to go here first, because then I can push e5, threatening this check and hitting the knight at the same time. That looks much more like a big brain move. Much more venomous move. So, can I play this right away? Is the question you should always ask yourself in such situations. e4 or e5, c takes bishop, takes, black recaptures with the bishop, bishop, rook, we lose a pawn, we win back this pawn with rook d3. I don't see the point. So now, yeah, I was going to say, that seems like the most logical move. Again, it's kind of scary to go here because I walk into a discovery, but then I could play this move. So, let's align my queen with black's king. And then, yes, here, creating a battery, so black pretty much has to take. And now this pawn is hanging, this knight is hanging. Is there a way to defend both? This is a check. I go here. Don't see any follow-ups, so let's quickly take. This pawn is also hanging now. Can also bring my other rook in to put pressure on this bishop. I might have to speak less and really lock in. It's not easy to play and commentate games and try to reach uncharted ELO territories simultaneously. Chess in and of itself is already a second order of thinking. It requires second order thinking, very involved, very taxing. And to try to learn new skills of commentating at the same time multiplies that factor of difficulty. Let's put pressure on the bishop. I think the bishop has to go back here because bishop here drops that pawn. So kind of ugly to disconnect the back rank and undevelop the bishop fully. Okay, that's it. That's an idea. I can't go here because that would fork. So what do I need to do here? Knight here, here, here? Okay, we have time to do that. Again, bring the knight around over here to pressure that pawn. A check I don't think does much. I go to f1 because then it attacks the knight. Alternatively, I could try to go for this b3 pawn break. Those are some ideas I'm looking at. I can't go here because that again falls victim to a fork. So I can only go here. My queen is uncomfortable, kind of claustrophobic in this position, but I don't see a way to attack it. But this person is playing the game of his life. Victor Manuel Ramirez Barrientos. He's fighting. This is a struggle. But I guess now I can go here. No, wait. Here, here. The idea is to prepare. What about sliding my king over to prevent any checks? But then, yeah, because my queen's covering that square. And I'm running very low on time, I just realized. That knight is very powerful there. And this battery is scaring me. But this bishop's kind of tied down to this square. And this rook's out of the game. But my knight's out of the game. My bishop's blocked in by the e-pawn, so it's unbalanced position for sure. Ideally, if I can just put my knight here. What about here? Now I'm attacking this twice. If I can get my knight to the f3 square just to provide like a shield of sorts, I think I'll be okay. And then I can jump it over there next. Finally completing my knight sally that I was anticipating about 5 moves ago. Also keeping a very close watch on the time. Now we have multiple threats. So if I trade off a rook here, then it kind of defangs. Black's attack. And the more pieces get traded off, the faster the attack fizzles out. Now I'd like to move my queen. So I can play I can kick this knight away finally. Huh. How do I get out of this pin? Here. Now guess I have to sack my rook. Okay, must play quietly now. Yes, black is stalling here. stalling out a bit. Yeah, I think they're gonna flag because they used up all their computation powers trying to figure this position out. Okay, excelente. I was actually up material there, and this pawn was protected. These pawns are beautifully structured. So, I wonder what the engine thinks. Brilliant move. That's always a good sign. Yeah, we're completely winning. I was able to navigate the time pressure. I'm proud of the way I was able to navigate the time pressure. Let's do a quick little squiz at the game review, then call it a night. A high 61% accuracy. That's very, very proud of that. And the sacrifice wasn't even at the end, it was in the beginning. Yeah, that pawn idea, I did expend, a good 30 seconds computing that idea. See, it actually did want me to play e5 instead of moving the bishop. Because allowing that pawn structure just really cramps my position. Oh, why didn't I take the knight? That makes a lot more sense. And this pawn was pinned, I missed that. Well, that's good enough. Anyways, stay tuned for more. I'll be back better than ever.